So thanks for joining. I'm Torben Anderson, I'm founder of Rewired, and today's topic, 10 reasons to avoid equity when hiring your CTO. So as you probably know by now, Rewired is all about saving you money. It's all about cost. And so today's no exception. So we're going to be looking at why you shouldn't give away your business so easily. I bet you didn't think there were 10 reasons, but we're definitely going to deep dive on this and look at how you can avoid equity when getting your CTO. I think you may have heard previously that you may be looking for a CTO, that person, remember, that's going to turn your business vision into your strategy that you want. That CTO really needs to understand you, your business, and where you're going. So I think that's a key thing first to have in mind as we go through this. And also, why are you even looking for a CTO? Well, maybe you're not technical. You've got a great idea, you've got a great business, but you want to add that technology function to your business. Perhaps you currently have a CTO and you just want more. You just, you need that extra strategy component that you're missing at the moment. So there may be various reasons why you need to build out your technology function, either from scratch or to operate and improve what you already have. But most importantly, you're serious about growth, you're serious about scaling up, and you really want to take it to the next level. So with that in mind, if we just look at that first thing today, which is your CTO somebody that you are about to and want to get married to? Because that's exactly what you're about to do. So if you take your equity and you combine that with your vision strategy and you hire that first CTO, what you're really doing is you're getting married to that person. And so number one today is really about how do you date your CTO effectively? How do you spend time with a CTO before you commit, before you get married, before it kind of might feel like some of you listening that you've gotten yourself kind of locked in to that CTO. So number one is work out a way to date your CTO, and we'll talk a little bit about that today. Number two, do you even know what technology you're going to need in your business? If you're starting out, you probably just have a great idea and you don't know what technology you're going to need. And more importantly, as you grow, you may find that your technology stack needs to change, and that CTO that you thought would cover, all eventualities may not actually grow with you. So that's number two. Make sure you understand that your CTO may not have all the understanding to take you always moving forward. First, you want to establish that strategy and then look at how you can scale. Number three, so differentiate yourself. You want a CTO, great. You want a co-founder, great. Well, if you've got a technical co-founder, chances are that you've given them 50%, or 40%, or a significant amount. Now, the reason you've got a technical co-founder is not because you want a CTO necessarily. You've got that co-founder because you're trying to develop your business and they understand technology and can help you build it. So it's much more about how to build your business. And they're bought into your vision in those early stages. It's all about being bought into your vision. So my question to you is really, when you've got that co-founder who's providing you that technology build, are you really looking at a CTO? Or have you just named them a CTO because, somebody told you to? So think carefully, and we just want to distinguish in number three about what the difference is between a co-founder and a CTO. So number four, is your CTO scalable? So we've touched on this a little bit, but will your CTO transition as your business scales? And if you marry your CTO right now, are you likely going to see that work out? Have you had enough time, as you say, to spend time with your CTO to really get that this is a person that you want to work with for the rest of your business? So number four is all about, can your CTO scale? Number five, do you need technical input? So maybe you don't have technology capability in your business. Maybe you feel like you just want to throw money at the problem, like you just want to kind of, you've got some equity, you need some advice, and I'm just going to throw money at it. Think carefully about how you can get technology input or technology advice in your business, because you could get that through hiring a developer for a little while, for maybe a few months or maybe weeks. You could get that by partnering with a supplier that's going to build your solution. You could get that through a CTO that's maybe part-time. So you've got lots of different ways to get the same input, get the same technology advice, but not make that upfront commitment, which is going to be difficult to move from. Number 6, you might say, Torben, well, I'm a Rockstar CTO, what are you talking about? Or I know a Rockstar CTO, or I'm pretty sure this guy I spoke to on Upwork is a Rockstar CTO. Well, all of that might be true, but again, will that Rockstar CTO even be available to you? Most Rockstar CTOs already have a job. They're not easy to find, and if you do find them, it's going to be pretty expensive. So think carefully about when we say Rockstar CTO, is that enough? Do you need more than that? Number 7, equity is way more expensive than simply part-time CTO. So I'll give you an example. A salaried CTO can, and now I'm not talking co-founders, but a salary could set you back 150, maybe to about 250K if you're hiring, say, a Google CTO. That's a big amount, and that's in addition to equity. Whereas typically, if you were to approach a Rockstar CTO, maybe at Google or somewhere else, and look to see whether maybe you can get a couple of hours a week or a couple of days a month from that person, just while you're kind of getting input, whether you need to improve your technology function or you're trying to build something new, you can still get that input. And that would be a great way. And you could get that at probably like half, if not a quarter of the price. So think carefully about how you can be creative. Think about how you could potentially still get access to Rockstar CTOs, maybe development companies or suppliers that can provide you with a short, sharp piece of work to help you understand things better. So you might say, well, Torben, what about if I don't give my CTO equity, then my CTO is not in love with my dream, he's not in love with what I'm doing, he's kind of like not really bought in, all passionate about my idea, which you should be, but my CTO will solve my problems. Well, you might say, without equity, how will that CTO be that interested in your business? Well, I'd say they might not be. They may not be, totally wedded to your dream. But in fact, that's a good thing, because what you've then got is you've got a CTO that's unbiased, who can take your dream and, without kind of being wedded and locked and married to that idea, perhaps give you alternatives. In some cases, maybe even tell you that, well, your dream is a pipe dream. And that's really where you want to get to the CTO. You may not want to hear that, but that's what you want. You want somebody to tell you, look, this isn't going to work for these and these reasons. So I think that's another great reason to kind of think of the fact that equity doesn't always mean that you get the right outcome. Number 9, we're not tied in. So if you go for an equity CTO, you are tied in. And I think we've kind of touched on that already. You tie yourself in, you're married to that person. If your business takes a different direction, or you need to change your technology, this could be difficult. So number 10, a really, really important one. We've spoken a bit about being creative, but when you work with a CTO that you're not going to do equity and salary with, what you can do is you can work with a CTO and you can set the plan, you can set the outcomes, you can agree what good looks like from your perspective, provided you find a CTO that speaks human, that understands business and technology together, understands people and process, as technology, as those three components to help you scale, as long as they understand those pieces, then you're in a really, really good position. And so even if you decide to give equity to your CTO, please do it once you've had a chance to date your CTO, once you've had a chance to work with your CTO, so that you understand that this is a person you can work with. So I hope that's helpful. Please, this video gets posted in various places. I look forward to your comments. Feel free to comment. Again, if I could ask you, if you're interested, go to your favorite podcast, Apple, Stitcher, go over there, subscribe to the podcast, send your reviews in. I'd really appreciate it. I really appreciate your time. Thanks for listening. And again, this is Torben Anderson, founder of Rewired, and you've been listening to Rewired for Success. Thanks for joining. Until next time. Cheers.